Kate's actions have finally caught up with her, and she's about to face the consequences. But will she learn from her mistakes, or will her pride and jealousy continue to fuel her behavior?
If she mentions a word of this to Father, then I'm screwed.
Kate only now realized the gravity of her actions as she was alone in her bathroom, sitting in a tub of water. Her father made it quite clear they had to be nice to Alessandra, but how could she simply allow Alessandra to boss her around?
What's the point in being nice to Alessandra when he's going to make Edgar take me along in 2 days?
Kate sighed, resting her head against the edge of the tub.
They're going to gas up her head. We should make her remember her place.
Kate didn't like how her family allowed Alessandra to walk around the home freely. She was meant to be hidden away in her room, or, better yet, in a cell. Alessandra had become the hideous daughter no one wanted to see, and it was meant to stay that way. All eyes were meant to be on Kate. Kate held out her fingers, looking at the 3 broken nails, thanks to her starting the hole Alessandra wanted. Her parents never asked her to do chores or do anything a servant should, but Alessandra ordered her to, and now her beautiful nails were ruined.
I will not be kind to Alessandra.
Kate made up her mind. She couldn't do that even if she tried her hardest. She hated Alessandra to the moon and back.
I'm going to make her regret having Edgar propose to her. I should make a cell and throw her in it to never see the light of day.
You cannot go in there.
Kate glanced at her bathroom door, confused by the sudden ruckus. Her personal maid knew not to interrupt or let anyone in while she was bathing. Suddenly, the bathroom door swung open, but Kate had not seen the person yet.
Have you lost your mind? Alessandra?
Kate sat up when Alessandra stepped into her view with a bucket in her hand.
What is that awful smell?
Kate covered her nose as an awful smell filled her bathroom. It was much worse than the dead kitten.
Kate, go and dig up my mother's dress right now,
said Alessandra through gritted teeth. She was only giving Kate one chance to do the right thing.
Are you crazy? Why would I dig up something covered in mud? Get the hell out of my room. Are you not aware of how much you stink?
Kate couldn't bear the smell that followed Alessandra.
Why the hell does it smell so familiar?
You are full of Kate. Alessandra threw the contents in the bucket she carried towards Kate in the tub. Kate's eyes were wide open as a brown substance flew towards her face and the surrounding area in the tub.
What is...
Kate trailed off as she saw something floating in the tub, changing the water from crystal clear to brown. If possible, Kate's eyes opened wider as she realized what Alessandra had thrown at her. She should have guessed the smell was none other than horse shit, but it had not registered in her mind earlier. Kate tried to scramble out of the tub to get away from the floating around, even though her head was already covered in it. Unfortunately, as she stepped out of the tub, Kate slipped on and spilled water, falling to the floor in more of the horse shit which had not made its way into the tub.
No.
Kate started to freak out even more as her leg was now covered in shit. She almost hurled, disgusted by the sight and smell of it.
It suits your personality, Kate. Did you honestly think I would let you get away with ruining my mother's dress? You have to be the crazy one,
Alessandra said, walking to the sink to turn on the water while Kate began to have a breakdown. Alessandra placed the bucket in the sink to let it fill up halfway while she swirled it around to mix up the remaining pieces of with the fresh water.
Get this off of me!
Kate cried as she grabbed a cloth to start wiping it off. She was naked on the cold floor with no one to help her. She quickly rubbed off the shit from her face, hands, and her hair, but the scent was something she could not easily get rid of. It felt like she had it in her mouth, and each time she swallowed, she could taste it.
I'm going to kill you for this.
Kate screamed when Alessandra threw the second batch on her. As it was more water now, some of it made its way into Kate's mouth as it was open while she was talking. It was the final straw for Kate, making her throw up right on the floor.
If you step 1 foot into the room, I will throw more on her.
Alessandra glared at Kate's maid, Sally, who was trying to sneak her way in to help Kate.
You deserve every moment of this, Kate. You are disgusting and full of... I was wrong when I said my issue was just with my father. I was being too kind to Kate,
Alessandra said to herself. She was glad to have realized her mistake early on. Alessandra didn't want to just mess with Kate for these 2 days. She wanted to ruin her life.
I will make sure we are even, Kate. I will repay what you started to do to my face. I will make it so that you will have no choice but to wear a mask, and I will steal your happiness from you. Do you think I'm afraid of you?
Kate wiped away traces of vomit from her mouth.
Do you think you scare me? No, but you have always been jealous of me, Kate. You can never handle attention not being on you, and this dangerous jealousy started when we were younger.
Alessandra stooped down to Kate's level.
You should have been angry at our father for always having a favorite. A perfect daughter he could always use.
Kate scoffed, offended by Alessandra's words. There was nothing to be jealous of when it came to Alessandra.
Why would I be jealous of you? I am beautiful, smart, wanted by all men. You try so hard to forget the past, Kate. A time when you were in my shadow as Father paraded me around. We could have been good sisters had you not fed into your jealousy. I tried so many times to forgive you, as you were merely wishing to have Father's attention on you, but you are beyond forgiving. Do not look down on me.
Kate lunged forward to pull the mask Alessandra wore from her face. It was easy for Alessandra to talk when her face was hidden. Alessandra almost stumbled forward due to the mask being roughly pulled away from her face. As Alessandra looked up to get the mask back from Kate's hands, Kate chuckled, seeing the scars were still evident.
You are still hideous,
Kate said in triumph. Alessandra had no place to talk about anyone being jealous of her when her face was horrible.
I would hide my face from the world if I were you too.
Kate flinched, moving the mask further away when she thought Alessandra was trying to reach for it. But to her surprise, Alessandra pushed her. Thanks to how Kate was sitting, Alessandra was able to push Kate backward with only one hand, and then grab both of Kate's hands to pin her down against the wet floor. The back of Kate's body would be covered in what was left on the floor. Kate struggled to get out of Alessandra's grasp and used her feet to try to kick Alessandra off of her, but it did not work.
Get off of me! Sally, help me right now!
Kate yelled to the maid.
One day, your face will share the same fate as mine, Kate. Always remember, your actions are responsible for the woman I shall become. Be prepared, Kate. I'm done with being too nice.
Alessandra warned her.
Alessandra has unleashed her wrath upon Kate, but this is only the beginning. Will Kate finally learn to control her jealousy and anger, or will she continue to fuel the fire that's burning between them? The battle between these two sisters is far from over.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.